DJ Superstar, thank you very, very much. Well, the power of music will be celebrated this weekend at the 59th Annual Grammy Awards, music's biggest night. Have you ever wondered why they're called the Grammys? Do you know the answer to this? Okay, well, it's named after the gramophone, the first device to record and play sound. And, of course, the trophy itself is in the shape of the gramophone. So now you know. You can be smart at all the parties this weekend, right? If you want to go to the Grammys, just tune in to Channel 11 Sunday night. And if you want to go to all the prestigious after parties, just throw your own. That way you know you're invited. Joining us with her spin on a Grammy party, please welcome celebrity interior designer Abby Vasek, taking the red carpet. A red carpet, right? Which is one of your tips. If you're going to throw your own, kind of like celebrity party, like a Grammy party, get a red carpet.
Nothing says it's a high-class top event or makes you feel more like a celebrity than the red carpet.
Yeah.
What is
All right,
it?
As an interior designer, this has got to be really fun for you. You can go over the top with special events like this.
This is so much fun. It is so outside of the realm of doing the regular residential design, and this is glamorous. This is Hollywood, so this is so much fun. I do love getting in there on special events and making them over the top.
Yeah,
you know,
the velvet rope, the red carpet, the whole
red carpet. And you know, I think one of the first keys is I like to let all of the guests know that this is a formal event. I mean, it may not be the real Grammys, but this is about as close as we may get.
Yeah.
So let's dress up.
In HD in our own living room.
I know.
And along the red carpet, some of the other things you suggest is like, you know, get some of those
this is just
cutouts,
too much fun. Can we just come and see? So we got a couple of live cutouts here. Oh, Beyonce, baby.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like.
And then we got Justin.
Hi,
My
baby.
mama don't like you and she likes
Hey, baby. So we've got that, and then of course we went ahead and got a photo wall. Now the cool thing about this, Deb, is that if I wanted to, I could have just taken a white sheet and done an iron-on of whatever my event was.
Right.
I just ran out of time, so I ordered one real quick. But I love having that backdrop.
You know what's great about this is that we can claim we were really there, right? There I am with Beyonce.
They'll never know. Hashtag Grammys 2017.
Beyonce was a little stiff right there, but you know that's because. All right, okay, so that's the entryway. Basically,
this is
when you come
the entry.
in.
Set the tone, and then let's go on into the event, shall we?
Yes, I'll follow you.
Let's walk over here, and what I want us to look at here is let's talk about the structure of our party. So the first thing, of course, is I like to create lounge areas. I want to.
Well, it's a party feel, and there are a lot of places where you can rent this kind of party furniture.
Yes, you can. I got this from Aztec. Aztec here is in town. They're fabulous. I was just one phone call, and I said, Grammys, they said, we got you.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I just absolutely love it. It sets that tone, but it's actually, I like doing the lounge wear. Little side tables that you all get comfy. Anything that promotes
wait, I want to get comfy.
Conversation.
Let me get comfy. Here you go. Now I'm comfy.
Let me try
Yes. Oh, this is the real one. That's the fake one. There you go. All right. Yeah. So basically, it creates those conversation areas.
I want conversation. I think the true success of a party is built around activities. We need a lot of activities. You got to. So from the red carpet to the photo booth, I'm busy. It eliminates all that social awkwardness because I'm so busy. We walk in here and then see that right beside you, that bingo card.
Oh, very cute.
See this? We're gonna do like some party bingo here. I've got all the names, and you fill in who you think is going to win for each of those categories. So it keeps you connected and anchored to the theme. I'm always bringing it back to the theme of the event. And so now we're all plugged in. We're invested in the outcome of what's going to happen on the television screen. Yeah. Again, it's activities. And so...
I also love, okay, so speaking of how the setup of the room goes, right? You might end up obviously taking out some of your regular furniture, right? But this there, and then we have like our bar back here.
Oh, look at the bar.
That. Yes.
Look how Aztec brought this gorgeous
Very Hollywood glam.
Yeah. It just feels like a party. Look at these fabulous little pub tables. You know, I think sometimes...
The audience members didn't know they're coming to a party at like 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
Did the party. I just couldn't have been more grateful for this kind of setup. And it's something that, you know, growing up, my mom has always thrown really big parties.
Well, she's an interior designer too,
She's
right?
an interior designer too. And she just never hesitated to reach out and call a rental and just go, let's get the banquet tables, let's get the things, and just set the tone so you feel like you're at a special event.
Yeah, and of course you start with the color scheme, in this case, kind of the Hollywood glam of the golds and blacks and whites and things.
Glam.
But you got to watch out for party guests because I'm the type that, with that tablecloth right there, I will leave wearing it that night because it's so beautiful. Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
Pretty. All right, let's talk about the food.
Let's talk about the food. Let's walk over and check it out. Okay, Dad, we're ready to go. Okay, City View Catering here in town again. I started to do the food. I started to make this menu, and I just went, you know, that's not my strength.
Yeah.
You know, it's not my strength. So it is theirs. Look at, they're fabulous. And what I love that they did, again, just driving it back to the theme. Look how they're fabulous setup. Look how they did. We've got records, beef tenderloin. They put it on the record. So we're just trying to bring it back to the theme every chance we get.
And this is one of the things, if you love it so much, almost every party you do can be the same thing, except you put these little touches in and out. Same with your existing decor. These little touches in and out can work as well.
As long as you're getting height. See, look how well they did on height. Getting us varying height, so it all just feels really luscious and dynamic. I want to sink into this table and explore this table. I mean, I really want to explore this table.
I'm usually the one over there exploring the food table. Yeah, exactly, right? And the variation of height as well. That's the big thing. And we know, of course, in decor as well as bringing the outside indoors as well as the indoors outside, right? But this is what you did right here.
Brought it right here. Isn't this the cutest little thing? I saw her putting that together this morning and just kind of flipped out. I think it was absolutely adorable. This is all City View. They're just fabulous. Helped us out and jumped in. Because, okay, so I've got this, talk about another activity. This is, we're all gathered. We're all gathered.
The activity is buy the strawberries. Buy the strawberries. It's behind it.
I want to talk about something. None of this would actually be effective. I could not truly pull it off like I would like to if I didn't designate a party host.
Yeah, everyone thinks they can do it themselves, right? And some people can. You do have those Martha Stewarts out there.
They can do the food, do the things, and then, but driving that action is so important. I always think you've got to designate someone to welcome the guests and drive them, tell them what to do. They don't know what to do with themselves at your party. They need to say, now it's time. Everyone gather in here. We're going to play bingo. Everyone now, let's gather.
Did you get your picture,
Did you get your picture already? It's basically, I find I go to parties sometimes, they've done so much work behind the scenes, but when it's party time,
it falls flat.
Kind of just, yeah, exactly. We all don't know exactly what we're supposed to be doing.
You have Abby's energy at a party.
Right?
Okay, everybody.
Over here. My mom knew it from a long time ago. She's always called me her party captain. She's like, Captain, get me.
Did you do your own birthday parties? Did you do your own birthday parties? Yeah. Did you really?
Oh, always. I'm like, everyone. And now we're doing this. Just like, I was a born little MC. You know, here we go.
My little birthday parties were sad. It was like, I remember one year we were moving from Taiwan to Japan, and my mom said, you can't have a birthday party this year because, you know, if you do, it's just too much for us to do, right? So I started inviting kids anyway. And then, like,
Deborah.
And on the day of my birthday, I was like all dressed up, sitting in the corner of my bedroom because I knew people were going to start showing up. Then, like, ding dong, we're here for Debbie's party. My mom's like, she's not having a party. She invited us to a party. And then for party favors, I took like some of my broken toys and wrapped them up. And hi, thank you for coming.
Look at that. We just want a party.
Yeah, no, your party was different than mine. They were glad we moved off to Japan after that party there. But anyway, the key is to go ahead and have a great time. You're right. Sometimes we pay attention to all those details and have the most perfect looking room.
It looks beautiful.
But the room falls flat in energy because all those activities aren't going on.
Exactly. And if you're the host, you do not have to also be that party MC.
Right. Everybody wants a piece of you. Yeah.
Designate someone else to do that and let them just drive your show so it's a big, fun, dynamic party.
Wow, I'm loving this party right here. And I'm loving our audience members are part of the party as well. Thank you very much. And I just want to point out that Monday's show is our relationship show. And your mom's going to be on that because your mom's also a therapist. So all the family here, right? All right. Special thanks to Aztec Events for outfitting our set today. They can take care of anything you do, and they're really big on weddings and stuff like that as well. And to City View Catering for providing the food. And for Abby Vasek's design services, or if you'd like to book her as an MC or speaker, we posted a link to her website on greatdayhouston.com.